Norway, where nature writes the story. Norway, a land sculpted by glaciers, ruled by towering fjords, and whispered to by northern lights. This is a country where history and wilderness are inseparable, where Viking longships once sailed these icy waters, and where modern cities rise amid untamed nature. But Norway is not just about landscapes. It's a nation of resilience, adventure, and silent strength. In this video, we'll walk through the soul of Norway, from its ancient myths to its cutting-edge technology, from silent Arctic nights to sunlit summer festivals. This is Norway, wild, mysterious, and endlessly inspiring. 1. The majesty of the Norwegian fjords, nature's masterpieces. The Norwegian fjords are legendary. Carved by glaciers over millions of years, these deep, narrow sea inlets are framed by towering cliffs and cascading waterfalls. Places like Fjord and Norway Fjord, both UNESCO World Heritage Sites, offer views that feel almost otherworldly. Locals live in colorful houses tucked into valleys, while eagles soar overhead and seals swim in the cold, clear waters. For centuries, the fjords were Norway's highways, connecting isolated communities and serving as trade routes. Today, they are symbols of Norwegian identity and attract adventurers from around the globe. Whether cruising through the calm waters, kayaking at dawn, or standing atop a cliff staring at the abyss below, visitors often leave changed, humbled by the raw beauty and timeless silence. 2. The Viking legacy, warriors of the North. The Viking Age left a lasting mark on Norway. Between the 8th and 11th centuries, Norse seafarers from this land set sail across Europe, feared and admired as warriors, traders, and explorers. Their longships cut through rough seas, bringing them as far as North America, the British Isles, and the Middle East. In places like Borg and Oslo's Viking Ship Museum, visitors can see actual preserved longships, burial artifacts, and weapons that tell stories of conquest and survival. Yet, beyond the raiding stereotype, Vikings were also skilled farmers, poets, and craftsmen. The sagas written centuries later captured their adventures and tragedies, making their legacy both fierce and poetic. 3. Oslo, the modern Nordic capital. Oslo, Norway's capital, is a city where modernity meets history at every turn. Located at the head of the Oslo Fjord, the city blends cutting-edge architecture like the Oslo Opera House with historical treasures like the Akershus Fortress. Its streets pulse with life, with cafes, museums, and green spaces inviting locals and visitors alike. Oslo is also a center of peace diplomacy, being the city where the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded each year. Art lovers visit the Vigeland Sculpture Park, while history buffs explore the Fram Museum, which honors polar explorers. Oslo's charm lies in this mix, a small city with a big soul, where nature and urban life coexist. 4. The Arctic Circle and Northern Lights, chasing magic. Northern Norway lies above the Arctic Circle, making it one of the best places on Earth to witness the Aurora Borealis Northern Lights. This natural phenomenon turns winter skies into waves of green, purple, and pink light, dancing across the starscape like cosmic poetry. Towns like Tromsø and Alta offer aurora tours, husky sledding, and even ice hotels for thrill-seeking travelers. For the Sámi people, indigenous to this region, the Northern Lights hold spiritual significance, often believed to be ancestral spirits or celestial warnings. Every year, photographers and dreamers brave the cold for a chance to capture this fleeting, magical display. 5. The Sámi culture, voices from the North. The Sámi are the indigenous people of northern Norway, as well as parts of Sweden, Finland, and Russia. They have lived in the harsh Arctic conditions for centuries, mastering reindeer herding, fishing, and crafting. Their language, dress, music known as joik, and spiritual beliefs form a vibrant cultural tapestry. Yet, like many indigenous groups, the Sámi have faced struggles, cultural suppression, land disputes, and political marginalization. Today, they fight to preserve their heritage, securing representation in Norwegian politics through the Sámi parliament. Visiting a Sámi village offers a glimpse into traditions that survive against all odds, living proof that the human spirit adapts and endures. 6. The Norwegian resistance, World War II courage. During World War II, Norway found itself under Nazi occupation. Despite overwhelming odds, Norwegian resistance fighters carried out sabotage missions, protected Jewish citizens, and aided Allied forces. One of the most famous operations was the sabotage of the heavy water plant at Vemork, which prevented Nazi Germany from developing nuclear weapons. Norwegian heroes like Gunnar's son Stevie became legendary for their courage and cunning. Memorials, museums, and preserved battle sites across the country remind visitors of this dark chapter and the bravery that emerged from it. The resistance legacy remains a proud and emotional cornerstone of Norwegian national identity. 7. The philosophy of Friluftsliv, life in the open air. Friluftsliv translates to open air living and defines the Norwegian relationship with nature. It's not just a hobby, it's a philosophy of life. Norwegians value time outdoors, whether hiking in the mountains, skiing across snowy fields, or simply taking forest walks. Companies often offer Friluftsliv days off work, and schools organize outdoor learning. Even harsh winters don't deter this love for nature. The belief is simple: fresh air brings mental clarity and physical health. This connection to the land has shaped both Norwegian well-being and their environmental consciousness. 8. Norway's wealth, oil, sovereign funds, and social services. Despite its small population, Norway is one of the world's wealthiest countries. The discovery of oil in the North Sea during the 1960s transformed its economy. Instead of short-term spending, Norway invested profits into the government pension fund global, commonly called the Oil Fund. Today, this sovereign wealth fund is the largest in the world, worth over $1 trillion, supporting education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Norway's mix of capitalism and strong social welfare creates a high quality of life, with low corruption and strong global credit ratings. Yet, Norwegians remain humble, often emphasizing simplicity despite their national wealth. 9. Art and literature, from Edvard Munch to Nordic Noir. Norwegian art carries emotional depth and social critique. Edvard Munch's The Scream is one of the most famous paintings in history, symbolizing existential dread. Norwegian literature, from Henrik Ibsen's plays to modern Nordic Noir crime novels, reflects the country's psychological complexity and dark beauty. Authors like Jo Nesbø have brought gritty, atmospheric thrillers to global audiences. Meanwhile, music festivals, contemporary galleries, and film productions continue to showcase Norwegian creativity. In Norway, art doesn't just decorate life, it questions, provokes, and reflects it. 10. Norway's seafaring spirit, from fishing to modern shipping. Norway's relationship with the sea runs deep. Fishing was historically a lifeline for many coastal communities, and today, Norway remains one of the world's largest exporters of seafood, especially salmon. Modern Norway also dominates global shipping and maritime technology. The Hurtigruten Coastal Express connects remote towns, serving both locals and tourists. The ocean is part of everyday life, whether it's a fisherman hauling nets or a shipping executive overseeing international fleets. This maritime heritage defines both economy and culture. Bonus: midnight sun and polar nights, living between light and dark. Above the Arctic Circle, Norway experiences dramatic light extremes. In summer, the midnight sun means the sun never sets for weeks, bringing endless daylight and round-the-clock activities. Locals and tourists alike enjoy late-night hikes, beach trips, and outdoor festivals in the glowing midnight light. In winter, the opposite occurs: polar nights blanket the region in near-total darkness. While this can affect mood and sleep, Norwegians embrace it with candle-lit coziness, community gatherings, and winter sports. Living between light and dark has shaped Norwegian resilience, creativity, and appreciation for life's rhythms. Norway, where stories are written in stone, ice, and sky. Norway is a country that doesn't shout but whispers through forests, sings through fjords, and blazes across Arctic skies. Its history is carved in Viking stones and written in the resilience of its people. From oil wealth to reindeer trails, Nobel Peace ceremonies to northern lights, Norway is a living storybook where each chapter reflects balance, bravery, and beauty. Thank you for joining this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating countries.